Hare Krishna, I am Rajat Krishna Das and following is Shlok 14 from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, contents of Gita summarized. When the senses comes in contact with sense objects, one feels happiness, distress, cold, heat. Such experiences are temporary and flickering. One must learn to tolerate it. Matra sparshastu konte shitoshna sukha dukkha agama paino anitya tam stitikshava bharata. The non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance in due course of time are like appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception and therefore one must learn to tolerate it without being disturbed. One must learn to tolerate and should not endeavor to fulfill the desires of sense gratification, the desires to enjoy the material things, and one must learn to tolerate the distress which arises from not fulfilling such desires and the distress which arises from living life according to instruction of Shri Krishna according to Bhagavad Gita. For example, a patient who has the desire to enjoy delicious food stuff and wants to enjoy sex life, but doctor restricted him to do so because it's not good for his health and prescribed him painful medicines. Therefore, knowing this happiness and distress to be temporary and flickering, one must learn to tolerate it. Like the devotees of the Lord, do not consider it to be very troublesome when the sufferings come into their life, and indeed in the end it proves to be the source of unlimited pleasure. Just like a doctor puts an painful ointment, in the end it cures the disease, it cures the patient's eyes. Rup Goswami said, Vacho megam manso krodha vegam, jiva vegam udar upast vegam. One must learn to tolerate the urge to speak, the demands of mind, the actions of anger. One must learn to tolerate the urges of tongue, belly and genitals. Similarly, we are also in diseased condition, and our disease is that we are continuously changing the bodies. As Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, Shlok 13, Dehino asmin yatha dehe komaram yovanam jara tatha dehantar prapti dhiras tatra namuyati. As the embodied soul continuously passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age, the soul similarly passes into another body at death. So this is our problem. Jan mrityu jara vyadi dukh doshanu darshanam. The repetitive cycle of birth, old age, disease and death, life after life, and this is very troublesome. At the time of birth, whether one is a rich man or poor man, the distress is the same. To remain compact in the womb of mother for so many months, it's very troublesome. And when the baby comes out, is unable to communicate and like some pain inside the body or some worm is biting and the baby is crying, but the mother is thinking that baby is hungry and give him milk. So baby wants something and is given something else, and then there is a disease and old age, and at the time of death the distress is so intense that one is forced to leave the body. At the time of death, Krishna comes and takes everything. Krishna said that he is death, kalosmi, and mrityu sarvaharas chaham. Krishna comes as death and he takes everything, the body, the association, the family, and big bank balance, motor car, whatever property one possesses, he takes everything. So at the time of death, everything is finished and one thinks that I accumulated so many things for my comfortable living, but now I am losing everything. So this is very troublesome. So against my will, so many distresses are there, and therefore an intelligent man must understand that this place is full of sufferings. This is described in Bhagavad Gita, Dukhalayam Ashashvatam, and one must understand that I am not this body, I am a spirit soul, and I am put into this body. And if somehow or other I can get rid of this material body and can achieve the spiritual body, then I can get rid of these pains and pleasures. And this is called mukti. Mukti means to give up this material body and achieve a spiritual body. And therefore we are taking knowledge from Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and He is guiding us how to achieve a transcendental spiritual body and get rid of this material body, and how to control mind and senses. The troublesome mind of a less intelligent man, which is covered by grief and lamentation, is the cause of a problem. And not only the mind but the senses also